Hi students, now we will see another lecture of organizational citizenship behavior. It is fourth lecture, methods and techniques of improving organizational citizenship behavior. Students, you will be learning exactly that what are the techniques, what are the methods through which one can improve his her extra role behavior, which is very important. I am telling you, although you have seen the dark part of organizational citizenship behavior, and we will be seeing also the consequences of organizational citizenship behavior. I am not much giving some retrospective discussion, whatever already I have discussed last 3 lectures. What exactly we need? I am telling you there is no specific methods, there is no any hardcore psychometric methods through which one can improve the organizational citizenship behavior, pro-social service behavior. But even though some of practicing methods, models are there that we are supposed to discuss today. Some of agenda you can see that of course you will be studying some introductory part of organizational citizenship behavior, methods of and techniques of improving OCB, transformation leadership. These are the methods, employee engagement programs, recognition and reward system, organizational culture building, psychological safety, job enrichment, training and development, role modeling by leaders. Starting from introduction, what exactly? I am supposed to discuss now the methods or some techniques through which we can improve extra role behavior of any individual or any employees. Various methods have been developed to assess, understand the antecedents and outcome of OCB. Quantitative approach, particularly survey-based instruments, are the most widely used for evaluating OCB dimensions such as altruism, conscientiousness, sportsmanship, civic virtue and courtesy. Podeskov et al. 2000. In addition to surveys, quality techniques like interviews, case studies allows researchers to explore the contextual and psychological factors influencing OCB more deeply. Organ et al. 2006. From practical standpoint, training and development techniques have been instrumental in enhancing OCB within organization. Transformational leadership training, BAS and Avilio 1994, communication and empathy workshops, and team building exercise are frequently employed to foster a culture of mutual respect and voluntary cooperation. Moreover, psychological intervention aimed at building trust and psychological safety have also been shown to influence citizenship behavior positively. These interventions create environments where employees feel valued, heard and motivated to contribute beyond formal job roles. Students, I need to give some of research output since it is very important. As I told, it is not the issue of learning, it is the issue of practicing. What way some organizations, they are motivating their employees for organizational citizenship behavior, that is the matter of research. Different institutions, different organizations, different researchers, they have conducted, they have different output of methods of improving organizational citizenship behavior. Now see, it has negative part, it has positive parts, and also I have discussed last several I think modules that dark parts of organizational citizenship behavior that can lead some kind of what I said that the burnout, job stress and some kind of work related disease. I think despite of that, what is very important for researcher to identify what method exactly we need to improve the citizenship behavior, keeping in mind that may not harmfully affect employees' mental health or physical health. They may not be affected work family conflict or family work conflict. So, you must be remember this kind of things. That means without harming anybody, that what way you can motivate the people for organizational citizenship behavior. This is some of beginning point. Now see, these are all the some of techniques I am supposed to discuss with you people, like as transformational leadership is very important part. I will discuss one by one: employee engagement programs, recognition and reward system, organizational culture building, psychological safety, job enrichment, training and development, role modeling by leaders. See, so many models are there. I think this is very limited model, so many models you can see if you go through the different research paper and some other project work. So many people are doing research on that particular part, because now it is the organizational practice basically, that what way overhead cost to be reduced of any organizations, because overhead cost is the extra cost which is beyond prime cost. So now it is the task of every leadership that what way you can minimize the employee overhead cost. So it is possible if we motivate the people for extra work, for undertaking extra work burden. How is it possible? What way you can do it? These are all the some of practical implications, practical suggestions I am supposed to give. There is the transformational leadership is a leadership approach that inspires and motivates followers to exceed expectation by aligning organizational goals with individual values and aspiration. Transformational leadership is very important part. You will be knowing exactly what I already discussed in last several slides, what exactly the practice of transformational leadership. That means you want to transform the organizations in different way. This style of leadership plays a pivotal role for enhancing organizational citizenship behavior by fostering a sense of purpose, belongingness, moral commitment among employees. Oregon 1988 defined transformation leaders encourage followers to transcend self-interest for the greater good of the organizations, which aligns closely with the concept of OCB, behaviors that are voluntarily not directly rewarded but crucial for organizational success. Oregon 1988. Now see, one of the examples, a department head who practice transformational leadership might encourage faculty members to contribute to departmental activities beyond their teaching duties by expressing a clear vision of academic excellence, providing support for research collaboration, and recognizing individual contribution. Such a leader can foster civic virtue among faculty. Faculty members may begin to voluntarily mentor students, organize academic events, or contribute to curriculum development actions that affect OCB and contribute to the institution overall success. See, the text is very important to understand. Transformational leadership means we need to encourage transformational leadership. Those who can transform the people, those who can create more transformational leaders for achieving organizational goals by inculcating more job role behavior. There are techniques are there basically, that as I given some one example that an academic head can ask their people to do some extra job, keeping in mind that could be very useful for academic excellence. Although you are not giving more reward for doing some extra work, but thing is that can be aligned. Once you do some extra work, that can foster your academic excellence. This is very important. I think it is the task of the transformation leader by giving some push factors so that employees voluntarily can undertake some of responsibilities. As a result, that employees may have sound extra role behavior. Now, second important point is very important: employee engagement programs. Employee engagement refers to the level of enthusiasm, commitment, and emotional connection employees towards their work and organizations. Kahn 1990 defined engagement goes beyond job satisfaction and is characterized by active involvement, willingness to go to the extra mile and align with the organizational goals. Example: when healthcare institution implement Engagement programs that involve open communication, recognition of contributions, and employee wellness initiatives. Nurse and support staffs are more motivated to go beyond their formal duties. They may voluntarily assist colleagues during busy shift, contribute to patient care beyond their assigned responsibilities, or participate in hospital communities, behaviors reflecting strong organizational citizenship. Employee engagement, students, is one of the most powerful techniques. It's the beyond job satisfaction. First satisfaction, then commitment, then citizenship behavior, then job performance. Remember, this is some of chronological effect. If people are not satisfied, they may not be committed. If people are not committed, they may not be interested to organizational citizenship behavior. If you are not fit for organizational citizenship behavior, that means your job performance may not be increased. If job performance is not increased, ultimately you may have the lesser effectiveness practices. So, what exactly you mean to express? Commitment engagement having three different aspects, which is very important, that is you need the vigor. What is very important that you must be energetic for that particular job. Then what is very important, dedication. Dedication means your willingness to work. You have enthu, that's fine, but you need the willingness, you need the some kind of, you have started, you have initiated something like that. Absorption is the complete devotion. So these are all the several things are there basically, some of techniques are there through which employee engagement may be increased. I think we need some kind of programs through which people may be ready basically for extra role behavior. Now, third important part, student recognition and reward system, it is most powerful techniques. What is it exactly? Recognition system can take various forms such as verbal praise, public appreciation, symbolic awards, employees of the month, or written acknowledgement, internal communications. Although these recognitions may lack direct financial value, that fulfill key psychological needs such as esteem, belongingness, and appreciation. Maslow, 1943, when employees perceive that their contribution, especially those outside their formal role, are noticed and valued, they are more likely to repeat and even expand such behavior. Podoscope, 2000. Example, university that induce a formal reward system for faculty who contribute a non-academic initiatives such as organizing student events, mentoring student clubs, or leading community outreach, and leads a strong message about the value of citizenship behavior. When faculty members receive acknowledgement during department meetings or are features in newsletters, it fosters motivation not only in the recipients but also in their peers to participate activity in the institution's growth beyond their teaching roles. What exactly recognition and reward system, that's has great value, I am telling you. You just at least identify those who are, it's an informal technique, as I told, we are not giving any formal reward practices. But thing is that has to be linked somewhere. At least you just recognize that group of people who are doing some extra role. I think I have given some of university example, that may be in organizations also, like as organizing some of events in particular annual day, and you just recognize some people who perform well, who are giving more time to the organizations, who are having high level of engagement, high level of commitment towards the organizations, who are the employees are having high dedications and so-called identification, organizational identification. So this is also one of the good point. Organizational culture building is very important. Organizational culture refers to the shared values. Several times I discussed this part in different occasions. Organizational behavior, beliefs and norms that shape the behavior and attitude of individuals within a workplace. A strong and positive organizational culture not only enhances job satisfaction and commitment, but also significantly contributes to the exhibition of organizational citizenship behavior. Voluntary behavior that go beyond formal job description and contribute to overall organizational effectiveness. Organ, 1988. This is very important. Developing a culture rooted in trust, collaboration, fairness serves as a foundational strategy for fostering pro-social behavior such as helping, courtesy, and others. A practical example of culture-driven OCB in higher education is seen when universities foster an inclusive and participatory culture. Faculty members aligned with institutional values voluntarily engage in activities beyond teaching, such as mentoring students, organizing events, serving on committees, demonstrating civic virtue and conscientiousness. So, culture building is very important things. I think it's a very noble tracks of creating clan culture, creating supporting culture, creating advocacy culture. I think so many forms of culture are there basically. If organizations are having fairness, they are following the distributive fairness, that may be the culture, which is much legal, much transformed on year to year, generation to generation, much healthy practices. This very important part. What exactly we learn out of that organizational culture building? So, culture has to be created first. If there is no culture, suppose some people are working well, but we are not recognizing that particular people, that means we are lacking culture. That means culture is not created within a particular point of time, it is over a period of time. By pushing different types of riders, different types of issues, following some very standard practices, creating some uniqueness that collectively create culture. That culture is the great value which people, which can directly affect on employees' value system and employees, employees' performance and employees' perception. So, value creation, culture creation, that one more things which is very important, that the perceived fairness, distributive fairness, if we create over a period of time, that may create benchmark for the organization. So, this is also one of the important. Psychological safety is very important part. Next important thing, psychological safety refers to the shared belief among employees that the workplace is safe for interpersonal risk taking, such as speaking up with ideas, concerns or mistakes without fear of embarrassment or punishment. So, psychological safety is much concern of an organization. Why? That means workplace is safe for interpersonal risk taking and speak up policy, and people may do some kind of mistake without any fear. There is psychological safety, and a psychological safe environment fosters trust, openness, inclusions, conditions that significantly encourage organizational citizenship behavior, particularly behaviors such as civic virtue and bias. These are all some of dimensions of organizational citizenship behavior. Psychological safety enhance OCB by reducing perceived risks of speaking up or engaging in extra role behavior. When employees believe that their contribution will be respected and valued, they are more likely to participate actively in problem solving or decision making process. Example, in universities where deans or department heads actively encourage dialogues, respect dissenting opinion and show appreciation for initiative, faculty members are more likely to express suggestions for curriculum improvement, participate in policy discussions or lead interdisciplinary collaboration. These actions reflect high level of civic virtue and bias OCB, contributing to institutional innovation and shared governance. Now see, psychological safety is much concern for developing organizational citizenship behavior. Why psychological safety? That means employees must feel that they are the value and their experience has the great value, organizations carrying the value of employees. Their suggestions are very important. Their organizations have institutional speaking up policy, and psychological, there is no risk of any kind of mistake that has to be clearly addressed by the leadership. So, this particular environment, more peculiar, fantastic environment that may lead or foster organizational citizenship behavior. Then job enrichment is very important part, I am telling you. These are all the things, research material I am telling you, EG student, PG student and some other things, this is all about very important part. A job enrichment refers to the process of redesigning jobs to include greater variety of tasks, increased responsibility, autonomy and opportunities for personal growth and meaning, Hackman and Oldham, 1976. By providing employees with more control over their work, connecting tasks to larger organizational goals, job enrichment can significantly boost employee motivation, engagement and satisfaction. Thus, in turn, promotes organizational citizenship behavior, voluntarily external behaviors that support the social and psychological environment of the workplace. Organ 1988. When faculty members or employees are given the autonomy to design or lead research projects, select methodologies and collaborative across department, they are more likely to demonstrate high levels of initiative and cooperation. Such enriched roles lead to behaviors like mentoring junior staff, sharing resources and volunteering for institutional committees, actions reflecting both altruism and civic virtue. Friends, this is very important to understand job enrichment. Job enrichment is the, creating job more attractive, giving more tasks, increased responsibility, autonomy opportunities by providing employees with more control over their work. This is very important part basically, promotes organizational citizenship behavior, voluntarily external behavior. Now see what I mean to express basically, job enrichment is much powerful. Why it is powerful basically? That creates huge power among the people. It is much important that because of that creates value of the job, that creates job is most attractive, that attract the people to voluntarily engage to perform some extra role. Job enrichment, then training and development is very important part. Training and development, particularly in job skills, play a vital role in fostering organizational citizenship behavior. When technical competencies are essential for job performance, soft skills such as empathy, communication, emotional intelligence, teamwork are fundamental for sharing interpersonal relationship, encouraging discretionary pro-social behaviors that define OCB. These include altruism, courtesy, conscientiousness and civic virtue, Organ 1988. Soft skill training enhance interpersonal awareness, conflict resolution and collaborative engagement, all of which are directly associated with OCB. For example, training in empathy and active listening helps employees understand their colleagues' perspective and challenges, promoting behaviors such as helping, supporting and mentoring others, altruism. A practical example is seen in universities that offer faculty development program on communications, empathy and leadership. This training helps educators not only teach better but also mentor students, assist peers and engage in committees, voluntary actions that reflect key element of OCB like civic virtue, altruism and conscientiousness. It is very important part. Training and development, if you train the people regarding what way OCB to be performed, if you ask the students, if you ask the employees, this is the altruism, this is the conscientiousness, this is the sportsmanship, that has the great value. What way you can helping others? What way you can engage the job of others? So, without training and development, it is not possible to improve the organizational citizenship behavior. Role modeling by leaders, I think leaders play a vital role in shaping the behavior, values and norms within an organization. One of the most effective yet subtle ways leaders can foster organizational citizenship behavior is through role modeling. It demonstrates the very behavior that wish to see their team members. When leaders consistently exhibit OCB such as helping others, showing commitment to organizational goals, participating beyond formal requirement, and subordinates are more likely to emulate these behaviors. Social learning theory provides theoretical foundation for understanding how leadership behaviors are transmitted through observation according to the theory. Leaders, individuals learn how behaviors are by observing credible role models, especially those in authority or leadership positions. In department, leaders, heads or deans actively engage in student mentoring, participate in faculty development programs and support colleagues, research efforts. When junior faculty observe such involvement, they are more likely to emulate these actions, volunteering for committees, organizing seminars or mentoring students behaviors that embody OCB. These contributions may not be formally required, but they significantly enhance institutional cohesion and performance. So this is very important, role modeling by real leaders. That means, you need the good leader. Leadership role is very important part. We need the role modeling basically. Role modeling is nothing basically behaviors, values and norms within organizations that has to be shaped within the organizations. You have the great example. Now see some of questions basically. What is the primary role of transformation leadership in promoting OCB? How do employee engagement programs contribute to organizational citizenship behavior? Why is informal recognition effective in encouraging OCB despite the lack of formal rewards? What aspect of job design is emphasized in job enrichment to enhance OCB? So these are all some of things basically, some of questions which you can answer by seeing the particular slides. Some of reference books are there, students. You can see the reference that will help you to understand exactly what we want to express, what are the basic part of what I said, that organizational citizenship behavior and its improvement. This reference will help you definitely for understanding the complete picture of organizational citizenship behavior. Thank you very much for listening the lecture, and obviously you can promote the organizational citizenship behavior within your organizations. You can ask to other people also for adopting this kind of external behavior. Thank you very much.